Predicting the future isn't magic, but the artificial intelligence. And hello and welcome everyone. This is Himanshu Kaushik, your host of the day, and I would like to welcome you all in today's webinar, Building AI Solution with IBM Watson Services in IBM Cloud. And I hope that you all are fine, safe, and happy at wherever you're taking this webinar from. So before we move on and learn a lot more about artificial intelligence through our session today, we have our experts with us. So I'd like to request Dr. Robin, sir, please introduce us and all the participants to our experts.
Yeah, very good afternoon to everyone. This session is about the building AI solutions with the IBM Watson services on IBM Cloud. It's my privilege to welcome Ms. Bhavna Munjal, subject matter expert in cloud and AI application development, Mr. Aman Bakshi, growth initiative leader at IBM. So during this session, I just give you a brief about it. Like we will study, we will discuss about what cloud computing is, what are the various cloud service models, the various deployment models, and what applications we can develop in the cloud services. Like we are here speaking about the IBM, and how IBM is helping us in developing the AI-based solutions on the cloud. This content will be discussed by Ms. Bhavna Munjal, and when I specifically speak about Mr. Aman Bakshi, he will discuss about the basics of Industry 5.0, industry requirement from a fresher, and the technology connect that industry needs right now. So I welcome all the experts, Ms. Bhavna Munjal, Mr. Aman Bakshi, on behalf of LPU fraternity. Welcome you all, and I request Ms. Bhavna so that we can start the session formally now. Over to you, ma'am. Bhavna, ma'am, please start.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Fine, so we'll start with the basic introduction only, as sir has already discussed the topics which we are going to cover in this particular session. So for that, sir, just let me confirm, is this an interactive session or simply I need to just speak? Or
yeah, ma'am, basically they can interact, but they will be posting their questions in Q&A box.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, but also like we have an option, if you want, we can allow them to talk to our experts as well.
Fine, thank you so much, ma'am. So in today's session, basically we'll going to cover the most important thing that is related to AI only. So we have a basic introduction about cloud computing, what are the basic models we are going to, we will work with this particular cloud. Along with that, what are the main uses and advantages of working with the cloud, and how AI will help you out in making such things very easy in a very simple way. So we'll perform few practicals as well. How AI will connect with the chatbot as well, and how we can convert a simple text into speech. Like if we simply implement such things in a very in a few seconds, or we can say in a minute. So we can take help of these services, and with the help of these services, we can connect with other AI as well. We have some other options, like we have a speech to text, we have some NLU is just like your natural language understanding. That is all about your practical part. But before that, I'll get to know what is cloud computing, what is the main use of cloud computing, how this particular cloud will work, and before cloud, what are the challenges which we are facing. So that things we will cover in the theory part, and then we'll move on to the practical session. So as the term suggests, what is cloud computing? Can anyone please answer from your side? Just ma'am, can you give the permission to speak?
Yeah, okay. And basically they can, I mean, once they write the answer, I can give them permission. They need to, yeah.
Anyone, it's a very simple term. I just want answer in a one line. Anyone, please?
Okay, just a moment. Yeah. Vedant, now you can answer. I have given you the rights.
Yes, Vedant. Please turn on your camera as well. Yes, quickly, I'm waiting for your answer.
You're audible, Vedant. Kindly please answer the question you want.
Okay, is there anyone else? Chalo. Anyways, I'll explain you. It's a very simple term. Whenever we need to store any data in spite on any hard disk or any hard drive. So for that, we have right now we are having a very good facility to store our data on a drive, right? On a cloud as well. So only the thing is we require the internet facility. We can store our data on a drive or on the cloud, right? So the thing is, earlier we are facing many challenges, like we are having a facility for storing the data. We are not able to store our data in a proper place or in a proper environment, and we are like storing our data in a kind of a hard disk or a pen drive, but that doesn't store the whole data. That is just for, like, for the time being. And if you want that, like right now we are having our data from we are getting the data from WhatsApp, like Twitter, Facebook. We are getting the data from the different sites. Just to store the large amount of data, we are having this option. We can store our data on cloud only. So the use of particular cloud computing is that we can include our data storage. We can offer remote access to any of the work related data. So how this particular software can work, the whole thing can be stored on cloud only. And that is, handled by these local companies. Anything can be stored remotely. Anything can be, you can access remotely. That comes under your cloud only. And the basic advantage, if we talk about, it's very efficient. You can access from anywhere. So the speed is very good. So there are various advantages we can see on cloud computing. So we can discuss about some platforms like IBM Cloud is using right now. There are various other services as well, like Amazon, AWS. We have already worked on it. Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure, and so many. So these are, the various applications and various companies which are using cloud right now. Now, if we are just talk about the industries where cloud is basically using in each and every sector, you can see like your education, like finance, health, retail, technology, everywhere we are using cloud right now, because it's a very efficient, we can say, and we can access from anywhere, from where, like we are sitting here only, we are connecting with each other. This is all about the cloud. We're connecting with each other and talking with each other. That comes under the cloud. So these are the various companies. Now, the most important thing, like right now we are having a facility of cloud, but when these things are not uh, available, so what challenges the persons are facing, like programmers are facing at that time? At that time, the industry, a software programmer needs to just simply make a website. For that, they are using they need various applications. They need various data, runtime, middleware, operating system. They need to arrange on their own, and that costs too much, right? So whenever you started or developing any programming language, any of the language like Java, Node.js, or PHP, then you deploy it on the physical machine first of all, and then you need an operating system as well, and along with that you need to do the configurations as well. So that costs too much, and that involves a lot of people. Okay? For that, for writing any program code, they need the programmers. Okay? For deploying anything, they need the storage, and there are a lot of things required at that time. So that challenges faced before cloud computing, the cost is too much, scalability. Obviously, if we buy these things and that time that are not in demand, so wo kya hota hai? Obviously, if the demand is very less, so again they need to face a problem. They are facing the challenges regarding this. Then again, the security part, mobility, reliability. So these are the following challenges before cloud computing. So just to overcome these things, so we have a facility of working with the cloud right now. In a simple terms, if we say, it's a delivery of on-demand computing. Like whatever part you need to use, simply just pay it as you go on basis. We have three options, like we have elastic resources, metered services, and the self-service. Like if the person needs to use this much part, so this is, it's a very elastic one. Or we can say meter service, like your meter is keep on going. You can take any real-time examples, like any of your set-top boxes, or like your Netflix or Amazon Prime, anything. So simply, if you are using that much part, so that are your metered service. And self-service is again your IT resources that needs by using the self-service access only. So these things are involved in your particular cloud computing. I hope this much is clear to you. This much part is clear to everyone. Okay. So quickly move on to the characteristics, because we'll basically focus on the practical so that you will get to know how the things can work apart from this theory. So if we just talk about the characteristics, again, the same thing which we have discussed, like on-demand resources, self-service, ubiquitous access, resource pooling. So these are basic characteristics which is really very helpful in these scenarios. These are some examples, like server, storage, network, everything you are able to buy. Simply you need to pay for it and you can use on your systems. So these are basic features. I hope my screen is visible. Resource pooling, on-demand self-service, easy maintenance, large network access, availability, and there are rest more. You can just go through it. Now benefits, as we have already discussed. Now move on to the cloud service models. So this is the most important part, which I'll explain you with the help of one pizza analogy. We have three service models, that is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and the software as a service. So before that, I'll give you one example and then you will get to know about these things. Let's take an example for this. Yes. First of all, this is the chart where you are easily find out the way where traditional ITs would work. This is the infrastructure as a service, second platform as a service, and software as a service. For example, let's take the example of this one. As we are having a pizza as a service, correct? So in this particular table, you can see in earlier times, like on traditional on-premises, we need to arrange the dining table, soda, electric gas, oven, fire, pizza dough, tomato sauce, toppings, each and everything we need to arrange on our own, because we are not having anything available at the market or anything, any facility provided in market only. So we need to arrange each and everything at our home. That is made it at home. But when the cloud computing introduced, so we have we have various facilities like dining table, soda, electric gas, oven, fire. So that is managed by our own, but resting we can buy from the market only, can just purchase from the vendor only. Like pizza dough, it's available at market, tomato sauce, topping, and cheese. So this describes you the basic things. Like in infrastructure part, again, if we move on to this one, so applications, data, runtime, middleware, these things the programmer need to manage on their own, and rest is available on anywhere. Got it? So we move on to the next one, that is platform as a service. It's again a very easier way. Like in infrastructure, we are just defining the 50-50 one. Now, if we compare with the platform as a service, simply we need to arrange a dining table and soda. We are sitting at our room and we can arrange and each and everything from the market. So this comes under your platform as a service. And last but not the least, your software as a service. Simply you can go out, pay for it, and you can sit on in an AC or sit on in any restaurant. So that again, it's your software as a service. For example, your Netflix. Simply you are paying for that part, okay, and you're using all the services. So this comes under your software as a service, because you are not arranging anything. You are simply uh, buying a plan for this, okay, and paying for this, and you are taking use of all these services provided in this particular model. I hope this much part is clear to everyone. Any doubt in infrastructure, platform, and a software as a service? Any doubts? Okay. So these things are, a little bit, I'm a little bit faster because this is all about the theory. You can just go through it. I need to focus on the practical, because how these things will work, that is most important to tell you all. So let me share my other screen so that we can start with the practical. Just give me a moment. Is my screen visible? Please
Yes,
let
ma'am.
me know.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So as I have logged in my account, see, for performing these practicals, I need to explain something else. Like for that, you all are having your cloud accounts, and that would only be possible if you have your domain IDs. Got it? Because right now, Gmail account will not work on IBM because it's not a free account. So for that, first of all, you need to log in your accounts with the help of your domain IDs. As you can see, just a moment. This is your dashboard. Once I have logged in my account, this is my dashboard, right? See, this is the dashboard where you can find the services which is provided by the cloud. So this is your navigation menu where you can see the resource list. And let me click on this resource list. So these are the resources which shows you this, which I have the services which I have already used. Like on resources, you will find the containers, networking, everything can be provided by the cloud only. And on the top, you can see a catalog button where the various services which is provided by the cloud, you can find from this particular catalog. So today I'm going to perform a practical on Watson. Watson provides you a facility of using such kind of services where your AI and machine learning will work, like your chatbots. You can create your text to speech. You can create some other things like visual recognition, tone analyzer. There are some other things which your Watson assistant will provide you. So simply, I'm just using this catalog for working on AI right now. And or in spite of using the catalog, as I have already know about the name of the practical, so I'm simply just writing the text to speech. In case you are not aware of these things, you can just click on this particular catalog and just let me click on it. And you can find an option of AI machine learning services provided by IBM Cloud. Either you can use this option or simply you can type just text to speech. So as you can see, this IBM Cloud give you a facility of creating creating instance once only, because we are not using the paid account right now. We are working with the light accounts only. So we have a facility of creating one instance only. For creating one instance, first I need to check on the resource list whether I have created instance or not. You can just see AI machine learning, just scroll down. As you can see, I have created one instance. Is it visible? I have already created one instance, but right now it will not work because your IBM Lite account will provide you an instance of creating one account. So first of all, I'm deleting the previous one so that I'll show you how to create a new instance. Deleted, fine. So let's move on to the practical again. Just simply write text to speech. So you can choose any of the location. Like right now I'm working with the London or Dallas. You can choose any of the region because these regions provide you the light accounts. Then you can create your instances with the help of these light accounts. See, this is a light account, 10,000 character per month. So you can use this account, simply create. I have read and agree to the following license agreement, create it. So this is another interface where you can find out some kind of APIs and URLs. I'll just let you know about these things as well. See, we are performing the practical that is, related to AI only, where your text is converting into speech. So for that, what we are doing, we are connecting our text to speech. For that, we need some APIs and URL. So I need one more thing, like if we are getting use of these services, it provides you some kind of APIs and URLs where we are connecting this to the third party, that is the Git Bash software. Okay? So simply this is your managed area where you will find the credentials and URLs. And second one is getting started. This provides you a simple code where you can simply need to scroll down and go to this IBM Cloud and do a very few steps you need to follow and you can convert your text into speech. Now copy this code, simply copied it and just paste it on a notepad. Is my notepad visible, ma'am?
Ma'am, notepad is not visible. I'm sorry.
Please check again.
No, ma'am, it's not visible. I could just only see IBM Cloud and IBM Cloud, like all your website. That is your
Okay, fine. I'll share it. Ma'am, please let me know. Is it visible now?
Is it the browser that you're sharing, right?
Ma'am, I'm
service.
sharing my notepad. Is it visible?
No, it is.
No.
Is it visible now?
Yes, now it's visible.
So I have simply copied that code to my notepad. Let me zoom my screen. So with the help of simple basic APIs and URLs, let me go to the manage, then copy the API and paste it near this particular curly brackets. Is it visible to all?
Yeah.
Now with the help of, again, URL, I'm just using the APIs and URLs for converting my text to speech. That's it. The only thing you need to remember, just let me copy this code and I'll explain you things. Let me copy the code first. See, I have simply copied this code and what this code tells you, let me explain things. See, with the help of this code, it simply tells you about a method which you are using. This is a curl method. With the help of this method, we are converting our text into speech. Second line is that your content should be in the JSON format, like whatever text you are giving that converts into the JSON, that is JavaScript object notation. Now, after getting the content, your file would be converted into the WAV format. WAV is again your MP3 or kind of thing. Okay? That means your format should be converted into audio and that audio would be in the format of WAV format. In fourth line, that is your text. Let me just change some other text. Hello world. I am here to teach you about cloud computing. Okay, simply this is my text. After that, your output is just like your file. Once you have converted your text into speech, obviously that your speech should be any format. As I have already told you, that would be in the WAV format. But obviously, you need to give the name of that particular file. So simply, I am just giving the name of my file. This is my test file. Okay? Simply, I'm just writing the test. Okay? Test LPU, just to change it, test LPU, right? And in last line, as I have copied the URL, just you need to remove from the curly brackets. And this is all about your text and whatever changes we have done in the code. I hope this much part is clear. Okay. So after that, simply you need to copy this code. And again, I'm just using one more software, that is the third party software where you are converting your text into speech. Open this Git bash. This is the Git bash which gives you the option for converting your text to speech. I have simply used our service from IBM Cloud and copied that code. And simply I'm just putting this code into the Git bash. Git bash is visible? Ma'am, please let me know.
No, not yet. Yeah.
I'm unable to share my whole window. So, I hope it is visible now.
Yeah, it is. It's a black screen, right?
Yeah, yes. This
Yeah.
is a black screen. This is your Git bash software. Simply you need to right click on it and paste that code. That's it. And simply press enter. So as you can see, the total time is 0.4 seconds only. So that means it hardly takes 0.4 seconds for converting this text into speech. We have simply followed few steps. With the help of these steps, we are able to convert the whole text into speech. Now, where you will find this file? Can any one of you let me know? This is a question from the audience. I have already done this task. Now the question from the audience. I have converted my text into speech. Now, can any one of you let me know where you will find this file? Ma'am, please give the permission to speak.
Yeah. Ma'am, anyone who raises their hand would be given the permission. Anyone who knows the answer, please raise your hand so that I can give the permission.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ma'am, on the URL which you copy.
Can you please speak a little bit louder? I'm not able to hear you.
Ma'am, on the URL which you copy.
On the URL. Oh, no. Anyone else?
Yes.
See, can you tell me what are the basic steps we have followed so far? Can you please turn on your camera? One. Yes. Priyabato, can you please speak quickly? I'm waiting for the answer. See, yes, is there anyone who is answering?
No, ma'am. Actually, yeah, it's okay. No one.
Fine. So, see, the students, we have simply followed few steps. First of all, we have logged in our account. After that, we have used the catalog for searching the particular practical which we are performing right now. In case if you are not aware of the things like what kind of the services provided by the cloud, you can simply choose the catalog and you can explore yourself. After that, we have opened the text to speech. With the help of that particular APIs and URLs, we have copied that code and paste the APIs and URL in that particular code. After that, we have written our text as well. And the next thing, we have changed the name of the file as well. And simply we have copied the code to the Git bash. That's it. And we have run that code. But all the things we have done, now we need to find out where we will find our particular file. That thing is important actually. See, once we have done with the tasks, we need to search our local machine, like our laptops only, जहाँ पर हमने practical perform किया है, simply. ठीक है? Now simply go to your search button and whatever your file name is, like please let me know how to share the, because I'm unable to share my screen.
Ma'am, what is that you're sharing right now? I mean, you're not sharing
I
any.
need to share my whole screen, like I need to show the all tabs. It's not showing in this.
So is it not showing you once you click on the share screen, does it not show you this whole screen option?
That's why I'm facing. Please let me know which screen is visible right now.
Ma'am, is that black screen? I think it bashed
Okay,
something.
and just let me know my search box is visible at the bottom.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, fine. So what is my file name? Please, anyone? What is the name of my file? No one? Is test underscore LPU. LPU. Right? So as you can see, once I have written the name in the search box, I'll find my file that is in my local machine only, right? And you can see on the right side, the location is its C drive, then users and this. So simply I'm opening this file, double click on it. So let me play this file.
Hello world, I am here to teach you about cloud computing.
Is my sound is visible? Sorry, audible?
Yes, yes, it is, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello world, I am here to teach you about cloud computing.
Yes, ma'am. Your sound, I mean, all the video sound is audible.
Okay. Okay. So I hope this is clear to everyone. Yes, students. At least you all should acknowledge whether you have learned this practical or not. Yes, Aditya? Fine. So in the same way, we are able to perform other practicals as well. For example, like if similarly, it's a vice versa practical, like we have we have converted the text into speech. Now, with the help of that speech only, that is in your wave format, we can able to convert into text as well. Okay? But the thing is, for that, you all have to convert the wave format into FLAC one. That's only the way where you can, your machine will easily read out that particular code. I'll show you second practical as well. Just give me. Yes. Is my screen visible?
No, ma'am, not yet. Yeah, now it is.
So as we have done with this practical, let's check on the resource list again. So you can find, I have removed the instance earlier. Now it's in the active mode because we have created one instance. Similarly, for speech to text, again, you need to follow the same steps, right? Let's suppose, and first of all, I'm deleting the previous one so that I'll able to show you. So again, you need to follow the same steps. Let's suppose I'm writing speech to text. Now same steps again you need to follow. Choose the location. You can choose any of the location because I mostly prefer London because it gives us a features for working with the light accounts only. Again, you need to take these agreements and all. Now create it. So again, in manage button, you will find the credentials, APIs and URLs. And in second option, we have a code. Just scroll down and read out the code first of all. And the same steps you need to follow. As this code suggests you that again you are having, you need to use the APIs and URLs. That is the same thing. In the second line, you can see the content type should be audio/flag. I hope it is visible. Audio/flag. That means your audio should be in the flag format. The only difference in text to speech and speech to text is that Earlier, we have simply given the text, but right now we are giving the audio, and that audio file should be in the flag. So for that, what do you need to do? Whatever your audio is, first you take help of converter and convert your text file, audio file into flag one. This is the first option. Second, wherever you are saving our file, let's suppose you are saving our file in the desktop only or in any drive like D drive or C drive, simply copy the path. This is the third line. Here you are need to simply copy the path, and after that you need to give the name of the file, whatever the name of your file is, like your test file or any name, whatever have given to your particular file only. So these are the 4 things you need to keep remember while performing this practice. Got it? Please try it yourself. It's a very simple practical. If you have performed the text to speech, it's very easy for you to do this as well. So once you have performed these steps, again, you need to copy this code to the Git bash. This is another one. After copying the text to the Git bash, again, simply press enter. You will find your output there only. So as I have shown you this particular Git bash, you will find your output in this particular screen only. So this is a very simple way where you can perform this practical. I hope this is clear, or should I perform this completely? Any doubt in this practical? You can try it yourself. It's a very simple one. Because I'm moving on to another practical. Just give me a moment. So after that, we have one more practical, that is NLU. Again, that is natural language understanding. I'll give you a brief for that. In that particular practical, what you all need to do, simply go to the catalog or simply just write on the search box. I'll share my screen again. Please let me know which screen is showing right now.
Ma'am, right now you're not sharing anything, ma'am.
Yeah.
Your browser screen is visible, IBM Watson page.
Right. So again, the next practical is almost the same, because see, these are very simple practicals where you are simply using the services. So this is most important thing which is provided by the cloud. Earlier, what we all are performing, like we are just using the code for doing this such kind of practicals. Now you don't have to write any kind of code. Simply you are using that code, and simply you are using the services with the help of these codes only. So it saves your time as well. It's a easier task for the person which are not capable of doing any kind of coding in the program. So again, it's a very simple for the programmers as well as the developers, and even a non-tech person which is not aware of these things. Similarly, we have another one, that is NLU, that is natural language understanding. Again, this particular service provides you to just check whether the reviews of any movie, like I'll give you one example. If you need to just check whether this movie is, giving a positive response, or kitna likes aaya hai, how much, getting up negative effects and positive things. So this particular service will give you in finding out the exact way where which shows the particular things, like I'll just show you the code first of all, whether the reviews are perfectly all right or not. Like it shows a percentage. If the percentage is more than 0.5, or then obviously it shows a positive effects, and if it is less than 0.5, then that means it is showing the negative. So in that way you can perform this practical as well. Let me just show you how this code will work. Simply scroll down. The same steps you need to follow, like APIs and URLs आपको copy करना है, and then this is your code where simply just use this API and URL, and here you need to mention the text as well, like how much sentiments are showing over there, what are the categories which shows a positive effect or negative effect. What are the concepts you have used, entities, keywords. So that briefs you the things in that particular sentence. So this is about the natural language understanding. And after that, not the last one, that is about your chatbot. Chatbot is just like your, like simply when we are talking to any kind of robot. Okay? So like it's provides you a 24/7 facility when the human being is not, available at that time. So for that we can train our machine. So that is a chatbot actually. So we can create even our own chatbot, and we can even deploy it to to the third party where we can host our web on the websites and all. So these things we're going to cover in our upcoming sessions. So I hope this much part is, these things are clear to everyone. Any doubts, any queries?
Ma'am, thank you so much first for giving this presentation to
Okay.
all the participants or attendees. Ma'am, yes, we have certain few questions. So
Okay.
yeah, so with your permission, I will take them up, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Okay. So ma'am, this question is from Vedant Tiwari, and he says that if AI is the future, then why did Apple ban using AI to his employees?
Can you please speak again, ma'am?
Yeah. Yeah, so it says like basically he wants to know if AI is the future, then why did Apple company ban the use of AI to his employees, to their employees?
See, the thing is, when when we have other things like, if we can take any example of real time example, like for juices we can take. We have, fruity, real time juices and all, and what else? There are so many juices in the market. I'm just taking a simple example. So everyone will consider that our brand is, much better than the other one. So obviously the things are here, like we are simply just doing publicity in our, that our thing is better than the other one. So obviously uh, Apple company is saying that our things are much better than. So for that you can just check, like there are various things where various brands will work. So for that you need to ensure that कि like obviously दूसरी चीज को क्या होता है कि like publicity करना है, तो उसके लिए दूसरी चीज को करना पड़ता है ना कि ये अच्छा नहीं है, तो that things.
Okay, ma'am. We have another question from Vedant only. And
Okay.
he says, okay, it's just a moment. Yeah. He says that if he wants to build a private space organization, Ved's
Okay.
space, how can he get people for that?
For
How can he get people for that? Like, as in, I think he's talking about the workforce, maybe.
I'm not getting his question properly. This is not related to, subject, because he's asking for like
I
some
think
other.
yeah, it's just of like his maybe ambition that he wants to make this weight space organization, and he wants to know that how can we hire people, maybe how can we get the people to work for us.
See, for that you need to work hard. First of all, you need to learn these things, then only you will get to know about these things. That is most important before, entering into this part. So just work hard for it, and obviously you will get a better opportunity.
Okay, ma'am, we have another question from Manish, and he says that what are the darker aspects of these powerful GPTs, and what are hidden, which are hidden from everyone, but is in the process of invention in disguise.
So you are talking about the just
Okay, our participants, keep your questions coming in until ma'am comes in and we'll be resolving your queries. So keep your questions coming in so that we can, yeah, okay. We can ask all the questions, thoughts that you have regarding the webinar, the queries that you have, you can just post in the Q&A box, and then we'll be taking up once ma'am joins in. And I see queries from Priyobroto, Manish, anonymous attendee, Yuvraj, and I'm waiting for other queries as well.
Sorry for that.
It's okay, ma'am. No issue.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a question from Yuvraj, ma'am, and he says, how can he convert the .wav format to .flac format?
For that, yes, Yuvraj, for that you need to just use a converter. Simply just go to the browser and open the converter and simply write a wave to flat. That's a simple option. And simply choose the file wherever you have saved in your system. Choose the file from there and just give the path. That's it.
And
And after converting, and you can just save it on your desktop. That is the only way where you can use this particular converter.
Ma'am, we have another question from Chaitanya Kalra, and he says, how does cloud computing support IoT applications?
Yes. Can you please pardon? Actually, there is background.
Yeah, no issues. Ma'am, Chaitanya says, how does
Uh-huh.
cloud computing support IoT applications?
Okay. So about cloud computing, as I have already discussed, it's all about the storage part where we can simply store our data on the cloud only. So if we can connect with the things IoT, that is your Internet of Things, so that is again a part of your cloud only, where you are going to connect with the things like any of the thing, like you can take any example for IoT. Just take any example. Let me just give you a very good example for this. If we are storing any object or any of the application, for that obviously we need some Internet of Things. So again, your cloud will help you out in storing of all the things related to the internet.
Ma'am, we have question from Manish, and the question that we've missed is, what are the darker aspects of powerful GPTs which are hidden from everyone, but is in the process of invention in disguise?
So that is, just again, I guess, just give me a moment. Khushbu ma'am is here. Khushbu ma'am will give you a very good answer for this, because she is aware of all the things like GPT and all. Right now, everyone is aware of the GPTs, but still, Khushbu ma'am, are you there? Khushbu ma'am?
Yes, I am there. Can you please come again with the question?
Okay.
Ma'am, he is asking for GPT. What are the darker aspects of having the GPTs?
Absolutely right. If I could talk about Chat GPT, we all know that in any case in the coming years, like example, if I could take just a basic example, if somebody wants to write something like the email or the content, what exactly we are doing? We are just sending a request to Chat GPT. Not only this, even if students want to give an exam or if students want to get any answer from those machines, so Chat GPT is working as for me as an AI. Like in previous days, I got a request from AI in Snapchat. So same way these GPTs are connecting with our social media applications, and every browser is having now add-on of these GPTs and these AI concept now. As if we could just talk about the darker side, then definitely then in that case, definitely you would be, you can say that some of the employees, those who are actually working for the companies, will lose their job, because all the task has been done by Chat GPTs. Everything will be done by a machine. So we need to understand, like, for us now, we need to save our job. How we are going to do it? Definitely we need to understand the technology, we need to understand the implementation of those technology, then only we would be able to save our job, save our place, and to save our future. Basically, that's it.
I hope Vedant,
I
got
hope
your
it's
answer.
clear.
Yeah, Manish says that he got his answer. So thank you, ma'am, for answering the
And
question.
one more thing, somebody has asked related to IoT. I would like to answer that question as well. So when it comes to IoT, can you please come again with the question that IoT, because I was not too clear about that question.
It's
IoT and cloud.
Yeah, so it says, how does cloud computing support IoT applications?
Okay, so let me give you an example of Internet of Things when it comes to hardware, because Internet of Things is the combination of hardware, software, and sensors, right? So when I am saying that I want to enter into some of the organization, or I wanted to enter into some of the place, so actually that gate is sensing me and that gate is opening. So where embedded systems are there, they are sensing something that some person is crossing that door. Same way, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you. So basically, when you have
I'm very sorry to interrupt. You're on mute, ma'am.
car is going to see the temperature, that car is going to sense the temperature, and definitely they would be telling you or sending you the message over your phone through email or messages that the temperature is too bad, don't go outside. So now, as we have hardware, as we have sensors, as we have like applications where these sensors are connected and these hardwares are actually connected to cloud, that's why we are getting those messages, those emails. So we required a storage. So hardware required a storage, sensors is connected with the hardware, and so all these three things are interconnected. So that's why we can say cloud and IoT is interconnected. I'm so sorry, I think I am facing some network challenge, but now I think I'm clear and loud, right?
Yeah, you're clear, ma'am. So ma'am, we have another query from Vedant, and he says he's using AI, that is Chat GPT, maybe for scripting thumbnail and even for writing complete codes for his website. So
Okay.
he just wants to know, is it wrong?
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. You can take and help some. Everybody is taking help from that. AI. Why they have invented, just because we as a human can take and help, but you need to work on yourself. You need to learn. You need to prepare yourself. You need to understand these terminologies and technologies are going to help you out to save your job. So don't copy and paste all these things to make your website. This is your learning stage. You can do that right now, but you need to understand that if you really wanted to grow, if you really wanted to save yourself for future, then start learning, start performing, start practicing all these things so that you will get good job. Your future will secure, right?
Thank you, ma'am. So we have another question from Priyo Broto, and he wants to know, how can he create a domain?
Domain. He has to create a domain. Okay. See, domain, can you just explain, like, if somebody has asked this question, can you just tell them to explain in which sense he wanted me to explain that domain, because it's an expanded word.
Priyubroto, could you please raise your hand so that I can give you this permission to talk? Okay, just in a moment. Yeah, please go on.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I just want to create the domain to do the practical which ma'am has shows us.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Can I audible?
Yes,
Please
you're
be a little
audible. Please
louder.
talk.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I just want to create a domain to do all this practical which ma'am showed us.
Mhm. Once you will take the admission in LPU, you will get the domain IDs, right? LPU is having a collaboration with IBM. So once you create, or once you'll get your domain ID of LPU, then only you would be able to access these platforms.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Any other question?
Yeah, okay.
Himanshi, you're on mute.
Okay. So, ma'am, there is a question from Yuvraj, and he says that he's not able to create an account on cloud.ibm.com.
He will not be able to, because it's not free. Only the access would be given to those students who is having the domain ID of LPU. As I told, LPU is having a collaboration with IBM. So those students can only do that. So he has to wait till once he'll get the admission.
Ma'am, there is another question from Manish, and he says, ma'am, how can we as students use these GPT tools like ChatGPT, Microsoft Bing, AI, others for growth or learning, for our growth or learning?
Definitely, I'll give you one basic example. Let's say if you wanted to learn some synonyms or you wanted to work on vocab example. So in that case, you may write them like, I wanted to learn 5 vocabulary words. So they'll share those 5 words. You should know that what is the lack in you. Then only you can understand what to ask, what to do. Let's say somebody is learning English and they want somebody to speak, so they can make that AI as a partner and they can learn. So same way, like one of your friend or one of your teammates said that I am working on some website, I've taken the code, so he's actually taking help of that man. So let's say if I don't have that AI and I have a mentor available with me, I'm taking help of that person. So that is a human and this is an AI. So it's fine. You need to understand what lack we have in us, and based on that you can think of what help we can take from AI. Do that, you will grow.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for answering all the questions of, okay, we have another question. So what are the different layers that define cloud architecture?
Okay, I think that Bhavna would take up this question. He's more technical into cloud. Bhavna, you're there?
Okay,
I
ma'am,
hope
we have
she's
another
there.
question. No issues, ma'am. We have another question from anonymous attendee, and he says he actually wants to ask, can he do an internship in IBM in his first year of BTech CSC? And
Not
he's
exactly, not exactly first year of your CSC, but I'm not going to commit you this. But yes, IBM client partners can give you a support for internships and training, summer training program in your second and third year, where you have your compulsory training internship program in your curriculum.
okay. Okay, so I think, ma'am, we're done with the questions.
Okay.
So thank you so much, ma'am, for answering the questions. Thank you so much, Bhavna, ma'am, for giving this insightful presentation along with the knowledge and experience that you've given to our students. So I would request Aman sir if he wants to add anything to the webinar until before we wrap this webinar.
Yeah, Himanshi, thank you.
So,
Thanks to Bhavna, thanks to Khushbu. So, students, right now we are in Industry 4.0, but soon we are going to enter in 5.0, where the MNCs, they are looking forward for the skilled manpower. So let me share my screen. Hope it is visible to all of you.
Yes, it's visible.
Thank you. So as Ms. Khushbu told us about that, we do have a collaboration in LPU with the help of IBM. So we are providing one specialization course.
Your voice is lagging. Mr. Bhatt,
I
your voice is
hope
lagging a
it's
lot.
clear.
so I think there's some internet issue.
Himanshi, please
Yeah.
confirm.
Yeah, sir, your voice is lagging, sir. There's an internet issue, I believe. Your video is paused now.
So shall I off my video?
No, so you can go on, like, I think
Is it fine now? Is it
Mm.
fine now?
Yeah, okay. Go on, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do have one specialization course in BTech, that is Big Data Analytics. Thanks. So if we'll talk about a gap between the academia and the industry, we have seen this gap in 2005, 6, and 7, where the recession time was there. So in that case, we came into academia, we shaken up the hands with the academia to fulfill or to make a bridge between the academia and the industry. If we'll talk about the MNCs like HCL, TCS, Capgemini, Cognizant, they are to take care of our softwares, they are to buy our softwares and give the services to the client. So you might have heard about IBM. So if yes, please write down in the chat window. Those who have already heard about IBM, because you were asking for the internship as well. Yes.
They're
No.
writing. Yeah, they're writing. Yes, yes, yes. So they've heard about that.
Okay, thanks. So you guys have heard about it like it's a IT company, but let me tell you, it's not only the IT company. This is a tech giant in IT sector from last 110 years. The origin was in 1911, holding the position over 177 countries. Near about 800 offices are there. Plus, if we'll talk about the employees, near about 5 lakh employees are working with IBM. Let's talk about the invention part. So you might have seen the typewriters that is invented by IBM, the punch cards, the QR code, not the QR code, the barcodes after every product, wherever you are purchasing the market that is holding the barcode that is also invented by IBM. You might have seen the black magnetic bar strip on your debit and credit card. That was also invented by IBM. Not only that, in government sector, if you are doing any transaction over IRCTC, that is also holding IBM softwares and tools. Plus, NASA are using IBM softwares for their shuttles, missiles, and rockets. IBM is also providing softwares and tools to government sector like Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force for their weapons. So this company came into academia and fulfilling the need of the market by providing the skilled manpower. Near about 5,000 companies, the MNCs in India, like TCS, Capgemini, Cognizant, Wipro, Tata, Mahindra, Ford, Lenovo, Emerson, and many more, they are using IBM softwares and tools. But whenever they used to purchase the products, the softwares from IBM, nobody knows how to, use it. So, small example, in 2018, late December, HCL bought softwares from IBM worth $1.8 billion. And on the next day, they called us for the manpower because they were not having any manpower to run these softwares. So from that time till today, we have already filled 22% of manpower of HCL globally. So that's the huge count. So why we are providing? Because MNCs and the HR, they are not happy with only the degree. Because the degree you will be holding, that will be holding with the same 10 lakh people who are passing out every year. So what is the uniqueness in you? That is why we are providing such kind of specialization, where not only about the big data analytics, but you will be also undergo for different subjects like artificial intelligence, business intelligence. Not only that, if we talk about analytics part, so you will be working on Hadoop, Hive, Oozie, Pick, and Scoop. Plus, moreover, you will go for
Okay. I'm very sorry, sir, to interrupt. You're not audible. Very sorry, sir, but you're not audible properly. No. So
programming will be there. Cloud computing will be programming and system planning analyst for. And I believe I have covered everything.
very sorry, sir, but you're not audible again. I mean, I think
So,
internet connection is lagging.
I'm audible or not?
Uh,
Please confirm now.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
give me a
sir,
minute.
you're audible.
Voice is coming little late.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So I was talking about the subjects which we are providing semester.
Sir, again, I think it's very sorry, sir. I'm very sorry to interrupt again.
Ma'am, can you please give me a minute so that I can just contact to him and then he'll switch his network, right?
Yeah, okay. Well, actually, we're out of time, so that's why I just wanted, Um,
Himanshi, am
yes.
I audible?
No, sir, you're not audible properly, sir. Okay, so meanwhile, sir joins in again and start explaining about the company, I would request to all the participants, be patient with us. There's this internet problem that can happen to anyone and anybody's company, right? So please be patient with us. And meanwhile, I am just watching your questions or all questions that you have. Meanwhile, ma'am, I would ask Khushbu ma'am or Khushbu ma'am to answer the question if she's there.
Ma'am, can you please come again? I was just talking to him on phone.
No issues, ma'am. It's just like until sir joins in again, I was just asking you to please answer the questions we have from
Yeah,
our
sure. I'll do that, sure.
So Vedant Tiwari says IBM is mainly stands for what?
It's an international business machine and it is a product-based organization wherein the basic, and I hope I'm clear and loud.
Yeah, you're clear, ma'am.
Yeah. So his like the company's basic work is to create product and to sell it to the clients. So that's why they have a concept of collaboration with the universities, wherein they can train you in your computer science. Like you have that steps where you would be learning how those tools are going to work on and how you need to perform over those tools, so that whenever you go for any of the organization, either it's IBM or any other client, because as I told you, IBM is creating a product and selling to the client. That means the doors are open for you in the IBM as well as other client location. So we are going to give you the exposure and hands-on over the IBM tool so that you can make yourself strong and you can get a good placement on it.
Thank you, ma'am. I believe sir has joined in again. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, Himanshi,
Yeah,
you are. So I have located my screen.
Sir,
you please
yeah, I'll be continuing.
let them know.
No worries. Yes, no worries. So basically you can see that students, I am continuing this slide as where you may see that we have like how you will be getting benefit through us once you will join the IBM program. So once you'll complete the session, once you complete your semester, you will be getting the IBM digital badges and the certification. We know that IBM is a big brand, multinational organization, and once you learn those tools and technologies through our IBM subject matter expert, you will be getting, you'll complete those things, when you'll get globally valid certification, those badges are or can be uploaded over any social media, which is going to give an add-on to your profile, which add 5 stars in your profile, right? So global certification is the second point. It's same as like how you will earn badges, how you will earn certification, same way you will be completing the IBM certificate. Another is you can see that it's assistance of IBM expert. Definitely, we would be sending the IBM subject matter expert in the campus, and that person would be staying in your campus, and he or she would be delivering related to the subject or the expertise he or she is having. So you think that you are connecting with your teachers as well as you would be connecting with the industry expert. Now, second is, as once you start learning from basic to advanced, we are going to accommodate IBM tools in it. Let's say if I talk about cloud computing, like you have seen how we have worked on this services of. So it's like IBM tools you would be using, like IBM Cloud, as well as when it comes for machine learning or it comes for prediction, we have SPSS modular. In the same way, you would be getting the virtual lab. So there is a concept of academic initiative. You will be having your domain ID, you will be having academic initiative portal. You need to just log in, and there you will get all the premium softwares of IBM. Plus you will get an access of courseware resources, everything. Another thing is placement assistance and internship opportunities you will be getting through us, either through partners and clients, so that you get an opportunity to work with us. Mr. Raman, anything else is there, because we are running with a short time and we need to conclude it.
I think we are done with everything. Let's
any questions you have, queries. Students, you may ask here. Yes.
Okay, so thank you first and thank you, ma'am, also for giving this presentation. We have a question from Chaitanya: why there is necessity for cloud servers, and what would happen if we do not have cloud computing?
See, like if I talk about the storage, right? If I say you don't have Google Drive, if I say you don't have those platforms or those spaces where you need to save, then it would be very challenging for us to store the huge data. So to save the huge data, you are not supposed to get 1 TB of system and it would be enough for you. So you require a huge space. That's why we are taking cloud, we are taking space. That is why we are taking server, so that we can deploy our web application website, so that we can see those applications wherever, if we are sitting in any city, town, foreign, anywhere, we would be able to access those software easily.
Okay.
Not only that, if you don't have the cloud computing, you might have seen in the government offices a bundle of files are there, right?
Absolutely.
But there also they are implementing cloud so that they can easily make these files to the folders.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So with
And all
this
the
we
data
have.
will be saved online.
Okay. So we have another question from. Just a moment, I forgot this. Yeah, okay. So this question is from an anonymous attendee. Ma'am, what's the difference between server and cloud?
Servers are basically, when it comes to, you might have heard about the term GoDaddy, HostGator. So those are servers where we are taking space to upload or deploy the applications. Cloud is basically where we are storing our data. It could be web application, it could be data, it could be website, anything. So basically cloud, different clouds are available, and based on that you may create application also. There
Yeah,
I hope I'm audible.
you're audible, ma'am. I think there's a lag again in the connection.
Okay, I'm saying in cloud, you may create application, and once you create application, you would be able to deploy the application there in that cloud.
Okay, ma'am, with this, we have our last question from anonymous attendee, and he says, I may be in the first year, but I have the ability of a fourth year student. So can he do the internship in your
Yes.
company? Ma'am, you're on mute. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. In case if you have that capability and possibility, but not in the first semester, there are some rules that we need to follow in the university. So for your second year, you can proceed for that.
Okay, so I hope thank you so much, ma'am, first, sir, to resolving the queries, to answering them, and thank you so much to all the participants as well. I hope that you've got your queries resolved. So, ma'am, with this, I would be taking permission from all the attendees now, and from all the experts as well, to wrap this webinar up. If you guys want to add anything.
No, thank you so much. I hope students, you have loved this session. You have learned how these applications are going to help you in future, and how this program is going to give you benefit, how you can, start, removing those challenges and the line of spaces for your future. So I wish you all the very best, those who are available, those who have attended this session. Thank you so much, LPU, that you have given us a chance to explain about IBM as well as the IBM tools that we have shared with the students.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Pleasure is all ours and all the attendees, of course, to be able to listen you in the webinar. So with this, I, Himanshi Kaushik, as host, take your leave now and meet you soon in the next webinar. So until then, stay safe and stay healthy. And thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you. Thank you.